I want to share with you guys one of the most valuable lessons my daddy ever gave me. You know, when you get in those teenage years and you kind of think you could press the button a little bit. I want to go spend the night with my friends. And he told me no. I can remember thinking there's no good reason why he's telling me no. Well, in my little 12 or 13-year-old mind, I decided I was going to try to be brave enough and ask him. So, knees knocking, I said, why can't I? And I did not get the reaction that I thought I was going to get. He simply turned to me and said, because you're going to learn the value of the word no. He said, in this life, you're not going to get everything you want. And it's my job as your parent to teach you how to deal with that. When the world is telling you no and life tells you no, you're going to know how to handle yourself, because I'm going to tell you no today. I didn't know what to say to that. Of course, at 12 or 13, you're like, huh? What? But let me tell you when that lesson played out. My life was in a mess. And when I was about 28 years old, I had a 2-year-old. I was living so tightly on a budget, rationing food, having to make sure that I had everything that he needed first. Every time I would go to the grocery store and I would have my little grocery list and I would have everything on there that he needed first. And I knew by my budget that I could spend $60 a week. And $5 of that would be to taxes. So I would literally take my little calculator and I would put in my shopping cart and add up everything that I had put in there. When I got to $55, I had to stop. My son loved Thomas the Train, and he wanted to go down the toy aisle. My heart sank because I knew that when we went down that aisle, he might want something and I can't buy it. We go down the aisle. He's riding up in the front of the shopping cart. And he's looking over so innocently at the toys. I wanted so badly to buy him a Thomas the Train car. And I couldn't. Even if it was $5 or $6, I couldn't. It would be the difference in paying the water bill. So I'm looking at his sweet little innocent face. And I said to him, Mama wishes she could buy you that car. And he turns around and looks at me and says, it's okay, Mama. You have no monies. You want to talk about breaking my heart. I wanted to knock every single toy off of the toy aisle, put it in the cart and say, I don't care, you're getting them all. You're getting them all. And my daddy's words rang back to me. The world's going to hand you situations where you have to say no, and you have to know how to handle that and be okay with that. Oh, we left the store with no toy. My son wasn't upset. He understood. And in that moment, I was beginning to understand.